कञ्जपदकञ्जारुणम् हरण भवभय दारुणं श्रीराम। तरुचि शुचि नौमि जनक सुतावरम् हरण भवभय दारुणं श्रीराम। भज दीन बंधु दिनेश दानवदैत्य वंश निकंदनम रघुनंद आनंद कंद कौशल चंद दशरथ नंदनम हरण भवभय दारुणं श्रीराम। चापधर संग्राम जित
जय श्री माता जी। सभी शाश्वत आत्मिक भाई बहनों को दशहरे की ढेर सारी बधाइयाँ, शुभकामनाएं।
जय श्री माता जी दीदी।
जय श्री माता जी दीदी।
जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता जी दीदी। जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता जी दीदी।
जय श्री माता जी। जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता जी दीदी।
सभी भाई बहनों को जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता जी। दशहरे का
जय श्री
आज
माता जी
त्योहार
दीदी।
है। जय श्री माता जी। जय श्री माता जी। आज दशहरे का त्योहार है। माँ ने श्री राम के स्वरूप में रावण का वध किया और श्री राम का आज राज्याभिषेक हुआ था। तो आज हम सिर्फ सेलिब्रेशन करेंगे, इस खुशी को मनाएंगे, इस अवसर को एंजॉय करेंगे। सबसे पहले हम माँ जो श्री राम के स्वरूप में उपस्थित हैं, हम उनके प्रेम का अनुभव करेंगे दोनों हाथों में बहते हुए चैतन्य के रूप में। Let us all celebrate Dashahara today by just praising our Divine Mother in all the chakras and enjoying her love. Today is the day when in the Ramaswarupam, Sri Mataji has killed Ravana and Sri Rama was coronated. Let us all celebrate this occasion. First of all, we all will enjoy Mother's love flowing through our hands and on Sahasrara. For some time, so much of love. We all can see how much Mother loves us. Now, with this flowing love of our Divine Mother, we will raise our Kundalini and take Bandhan. हम सब महसूस कर सकते हैं माँ हमें कितना प्यार करती है। अब इसी प्रेम के सहारे हम अपनी कुंडलिनी माँ को जागृत करेंगे और माँ का कवच धारण करेंगे। 3 महामंत्र लेंगे और उसके बाद श्री गणेश मंत्र लेंगे। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। महामंत्र लेने के बाद अपना दायां हाथ सहस्रार के ऊपर रखेंगे और चैतन्य की अनुभूति लेंगे। We will raise our right hand and keep it on top of our Sahasrara and enjoy the flow of vibrations. हाथ को और ऊपर लेकर जाएंगे जहां तक माँ के बहते प्रेम की अनुभूति हमें हो रही है। We will raise our hand higher and higher till where we can feel the shower of mother's love. Keep observing Brahmarandra also. Now we will keep our right hand in our lap and with the left hand we will repeat the same process. अब हम दाएं हाथ को गोद में रखेंगे और बाएं हाथ से यही क्रिया दोहराएंगे। सहस्रार के ऊपर बाएं हाथ को रखेंगे और चैतन्य की अनुभूति लेंगे। ब्रह्मरंध्र को भी महसूस करेंगे। Slowly we will raise our hand higher and higher. हाथ को और ऊपर लेकर जाएंगे जहां तक हमें चैतन्य की अनुभूति हो रही है। अब दोनों हाथ गोद में रख लेंगे और चित्त को वहां ऊपर जहां हम लेकर गए थे वहां से मूलाधार को देखेंगे। We will observe our Mooladhara from above Sahasrara till where we felt the vibrations. Keeping our attention on Mooladhara, We will keep both our hands on Mother Earth and pray to Lord Ganesha to give us complete balance. दोनों हाथों को धरती माँ पर रखेंगे, चित्त को मूलाधार में श्री गणेश जी के चरणों में रखते हुए श्री गणेश जी से प्रार्थना करेंगे, ओ लॉर्ड गणेशा, प्लीज गिव अस complete balance, complete thoughtlessness, and keep us in innocence so that we can enjoy Mother's adorations in all the chakras by reciting Ananda Lahari shlokas. हे श्री गणेश जी, हमें पूर्ण संतुलन प्रदान कीजिए, पूर्ण निर्विचारिता प्रदान कीजिए और हमें पूर्ण अबोधिता में रखिए ताकि सभी चक्रों में हम आनंद लहरी के श्लोकों का आनंद उठा सकें। पहला श्लोक मूलाधार में।
तवाधारे मूले सह समयया लास्य परया नवात्मान्मन्ये नवरसमहाताण्डवनटम् उभाभ्याम् एताभ्याम् उदयविधि मुद्दिश्य दयया सनाताभ्याम् जङ्गे जनक जननीमत् जगदिदम्। Sirisha, mute yourself, unmute yourself. Meaning,
In thy Mooladhara Chakra, I meditate on the Navatman Mahabhairava, Shiva Swarup, who expressing 9 sentiments is engaged in the Mahatandava dance in the company of Samaya Mahabhairavi, the Swarupa of Devi, who is dancing the Lasya type of dance. The universe has come to have a father and a mother in you both, who have come together graciously for its regeneration after being burnt up. आपके मूलाधार चक्र में मैं नवनाथ का, जो कि शिव का स्वरूप है, ध्यान करता हूं, जो देवी के समया स्वरूप के साथ महातांडव नृत्य में लगे हुए हैं, जबकि देवी लास्य प्रकार का नृत्य कर रही हैं। ब्रह्मांड को आप दोनों के रूप में माँ और पिता मिल गए हैं, जो उनके पुनर्जनन के लिए उदारता पूर्वक एक साथ आए हैं। धीरे से चित्त को स्वादिष्ठान चक्र पर लाएंगे और वहां माँ की स्तुति श्लोक सुनेंगे।
तव स्वादिष्टाने हुतवहमदिष्टाय निरतम् तमीडे संवर्तं जननि महतीं ताञ्च समया यदा लोके लोकान् दहति महसि क्रोधकलिते दयार्द्राया दृष्टिः शिशिरमुपचारं रचयति
O Mother, invoking Samvarta, the Kalagnirudra, the Lord of the fire of dissolution, in the fire element of your Svadhisthana Chakra, I adore him along with thee, Samaya, the great potency, Mahashakti of Rudra. When the angry looks of Rudra burns up the universe, it is thy merciful look that bestows on them the reviving blessings of coolness. जब महान संवर्त शिव के इस स्वरूप की क्रोधपूर्ण दृष्टि ब्रह्मांड को जला देती है, तब करुणा से सराबोर आपकी दृष्टि शीतलता प्रदान करती है। जब शिव और शक्ति स्वाधिष्ठान में उतरते हैं तो वे तेजस की, कांति की 62 किरणों से घिरे होते हैं और संवर्तेश्वर और समयेश्वरी के रूप में पूजे जाते हैं। चित्त को धीरे से नाभि चक्र पर केंद्रित करेंगे और माँ की स्तुति सुनेंगे।
तटी त्वं त्वं शक्त्या तिमिरपरिपन्थि स्फुरणया स्फुरन्नानारत्नाभरणपरिणद्येन्द्र धनुषम् तव श्यामं मेघं कमपि मणिपूरैकशरणौ निषेवे वर्षन्तं हरमिहिरतप्तं त्रिभुवनम्
I worship that unique dark blue rain cloud which abides ever in the Manipura, sending showers on the universe that has been burnt by the sun of Rudra. The rain cloud that is illuminated by the brilliant lightning in the form of Shakti and revealing the rainbow made by the reflection of the numerous sparkling gems set in the Kundalini and dispelling the darkness reigning in the Manipura. मैं उस अनूठे गहरे नीले बारिश वाले बादल की पूजा करता हूँ जो शक्ति के रूप में बिजली के साथ मणिपुर में हमेशा रहता है, अंधेरे को दूर करता है। चमकदार विविध मणि सजे हुए आभूषणों देवी के बनाए हुए इंद्रधनुष के साथ बारिश भेजता है। ब्रह्मांड जो रुद्र के सूर्य द्वारा जला दिया गया है। चित्त को हृदय चक्र पर केंद्रित करेंगे और माँ की स्तुति करेंगे।
मनस्त्वं व्योमत्वं मरुदसि मरुत्सारथिरसि त्वमापस्त्वं भूमि त्वयि परिणतायं नहि परम् त्वमेव स्वात्मानं परिणमयितुं विश्ववपुषा चिदानन्दाकारं शिवयुवति भावेन बिभृषे
Meaning, you are the mind, you are Akasha, you are fire, you are only water and earth too. When you have transformed yourself in this way into the form of the universe, there is nothing beyond, not included in thee. It is to transform yourself into the universe that you assumed this form of consciousness bliss as Shiva's consort, his Shakti. आप ही माइंड हैं, आप ही बुद्धि, आप ही आकाश हैं, आप ही अग्नि हैं, आप ही जल हैं और आप ही पृथ्वी हैं। जब आपने अपने आप को इस तरह से पूरे ब्रह्मांड के रूप में ढाल लिया है, तो आपके अलावा कुछ भी नहीं बचता है। सब कुछ आपके अंदर ही निहित है। अब अपने चित्त को धीरे से विशुद्धि पर केंद्रित करेंगे और माँ की स्तुति करेंगे।
विशुद्धौ ते शुद्ध स्फटिकविशदं व्योमजनकम् शिवं सेवे देवीम् अपि शिवसमानव्यवसिताम् ययो कान्त्यायान्त्यः शशिकिरणसारूप्यसरणे विधूतां तर्ध्वान्त विलसति चकोरी जगति।
In your Vishuddhi Chakra, I meditate on Shiva, the creator of Akasha, resembling a pure crystal in purity, along with the Devi, who is equal to Shiva in all respects. In the lunar brilliance proceeding from them both, the whole universe, free from darkness of ignorance, rejoices like the bird Chakori. विशुद्धि चक्र में हम उन शिव जी का ध्यान करते हैं जिन्होंने आकाश की सृष्टि की, जो कि दिखने में शुद्ध स्फटिक के रूप में है और जो बहुत निर्मल है, और देवी और शिव किसी भी प्रकार से एक दूसरे से कम नहीं है। उन दोनों से प्रस्फुटित चंद्र कांति से पूरा विश्व प्रकाशित होता है, अंधकार से पूर्ण रूप से मुक्त हो जाता है। इसलिए किसी चकोरी पक्षी की भांति आह्लादित होता है। चित्त को धीरे से आज्ञा चक्र में केंद्रित करेंगे और माँ की स्तुति करेंगे।
तव ज्ञाचक्रस्थं तपन शशिकोटिद्युतिधरम् परं शम्भुं वन्दे परिमिलितपार्श्वं परचिता यमाराध्यन् भक्त्या रविशशिशुचीनामभिषये निरालोके लोके निवसति बालोक भुवने।
आज्ञा चक्र में हम उस शंभु को प्रणाम करते हैं जो कोटि सूर्य और चंद्र के समान चमक रहे हैं, और उनके बाएं भाग में देवी विराजमान है जो कि सुप्रीम कॉन्शियसनेस है। He who worships him with deep devotion attains that self-consciousness, self-luminous state, which transcends the brilliance of the sun, moon, and fire, and which is beyond imagination. आज्ञा चक्र तक पहुंचने पर योगी पूर्णतः निर्विचार हो जाता है। उसको मात्र मां के दर्शनों की लालसा रह जाती है। चित्त को आज्ञा से ऊपर सहस्रार में केंद्रित करेंगे और मां की स्तुति सुनेंगे।
सुधा सिंधोर मध्ये सुरभिटपि वाटी परिवृते मणिद्वीपे नीपो पवनवती चिंतामणि गृहे शिवाकारे मंचे परमशिव पर्यंक निलया भजन्ति त्वां धन्यः कतिचन चिदानन्दलहरी।
हे मां, अमृत के सागर के मध्य में कल्प वृक्षों से घिरा एक मणिद्वीप है। नीपा पेड़ों के बगीचे में चिंतामणि पत्थरों से बनी एक खूबसूरत हवेली मौजूद है। आप इस हवेली के अंदर परम शिव पर त्रिकोणीय आसन के केंद्र में बैठे हैं। आप चिदानंद लहरी के आनंद में हैं। जो लोग सच्चे मन से आपकी पूजा करते हैं, उन्हें आप इस आनंद की स्थिति को प्रदान करते हैं। ओ मदर, there is a Manidvipa surrounded by kalpa vrikshas in the center of the ocean of nectar. A beautiful mansion exists that is made of chintamani stones in the garden of nipa trees. This is the description of Sahasrara. You are seated inside this mansion in the center of the triangular seat on Paramashiva. You are in the bliss of Chidananda Lahari. You grant those who worship you sincerely with this state of bliss. We will take our attention little above Sahasrara and listen to Shrimataji's Stuti.
सुधा धारा सारै चरणयुगलां तर्विगलितै प्रपञ्चं सिञ्चन्ति पुनरपि रसं नायमहसः अवाप्य स्वां भूमिं भुजगनिभमध्युष्टवलयम् स्वमात्मानं कृत्वा स्वपिषि कुलकुण्डे कुहरिणी साक्षाशी आदिशक्ति माताजी श्रीनिर्मला देव्ये नमो नमः नमो 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 नमः।
अपने पैरों से, चरणों से अमृत प्रवाहित करके शरीर की 72,000 नासों को गीला करते हुए आप कुंडलिनी सहस्त्रार से सुषुम्ना के निचले सिरे तक उतरती हैं, सर्प की तरह कुंडलित होती हैं और मूलाधार चक्र तक पहुंचती हैं, जिसका आकार कमल के डंठल जैसा होता है। बीच में एक छिद्र होता है और तुम वहीं रहते हो। Moistening the 72,000 nerves in the body by flooding nectar from your divine lotus feet, you, the Kundalini, descends from the Sahasrara to the lower end of Sushumna, coiling like a serpent, and reach the Mooladhara Chakra, which is shaped like a lotus stalk with a hole in the middle, and you stay there. साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। We will stay in silence for some time. Shankaracharya ji has made it very easy by giving these shlokas of Ananda Lahari for the seekers to achieve mother's love. In this very state, we will listen to Srimata ji's Amritvani. शंकराचार्य जी ने माँ के प्रेम को सभी भक्तों, सभी साधकों के लिए आसान बनाने के लिए इन आनंद लहरी के श्लोकों को हमें दिया है। इसी स्थिति में अब हम श्रीमाता जी की अमृतवाणी आत्मसात करेंगे।
Of the people. For him, it was important that the people whom he ruled should be happy and joyous. He looked after them with great love. He had 2 sons whom he looked after for a short time because they were lost with the mother, Sita, and they are the ones who found him out in a way that Valmiki taught them how to sing the Ramayana. And they went to Ayodhya and sang the Ramayana. Rama went with them, and one day in one of the yagyas, when they caught the horse of Sri Rama, Hanumana found it impossible to fight those 2 boys, and he couldn't understand. Here now the character of great Hanumana one has to describe. He went and told Sri Rama, I can't understand these 2 boys, I can't face them, I don't know who they are. So Sri Rama went there, and these boys were standing with their arrows. Then Sri Sita appeared before them, and she said, you cannot fight, he is your father. This made Hanumana realize it, and he said, all right, I can fight Sri Rama now, Why did he leave you like this? See the sweetness of Sri Hanumana, who was such a great devotee of Sri Rama, could see that he has done injustice to my mother, and he stood for that. It's very sweet of Sri Hanumana to do that. Hanumana is, as you know, is the angel Gabriel, who is innocence, simplicity and dynamism. His dynamism was such that as soon as he was born, he said, better eat this sun because the sun is scorching the people in India. So he went and gulped down the sun. People had to say that, you see, though too the sun is scorching, but it's of great help. Please release the sun. Why did you eat it off? So then he released the sun. Hanumana's whole life was spent in serving Sri Ram. And he was such a dedicated bhakta of Sri Ram. Now here the contrast is also that Hanumana had Navadha siddhis, 9 siddhis. The Anima, Garima, Laguma, and all sorts of things, that he could become small, he could become big, so many things here. Despite all these siddhis, and the amount of power he had, that Sri Rama once asked him that my brother Lakshmana is being hit and he's very sick, he's just dying. So you go and get a particular kind of sanjeevani, a kind of herb which I want to rub on his head. So he went there and he couldn't find it. So he brought the whole of the mountain on his hand and gave it to Rama. Now you select, I don't know, I can't find it. That is the Hanumana Shakti. And with all that power, he was such a humble person and such a dedicated person. This is the sign of a powerful surgeon. Anybody who is powerful has to be humble and non-violent. Mahatma Gandhi used to say that what is the non-violence of the weak? A weak has to be non-violent. What's so great? That's a policy or a kind of a protection that he has. So a weak person has to be non-violent because he cannot he cannot protest. But non-violence of the powerful is the sign of real non-violence. Those who are powerful, if they are non-violent, that means they are quite confident of their powers. Those people who are confident of their powers, why should they aggress others? They just stand. All right, come along. What do you want? Even saying that, people run away. So those who are violent, angry, hot-tempered, jump at everyone, torture everyone, trouble everyone, are the people who are very weak-charactered. Their character is weak. If their character was all right, then they would not have done all these things. That's the sign of a person who is either possessed and under the influence of the possession, he's doing that, or he's too weak and he's possessed by his anger because he doesn't have that much power to bear anything. The most powerful thing is the Mother Earth because she has the power to bear. The one who has the power to bear is the powerful. The one who does not have any power to bear, I can't bear, I don't like, I did. Such a person is a useless thing for this earth, and sometimes I feel why God created them. It's a headache to have a person around you. I can't eat this, I don't like this, I did. Then why are you here? Nobody likes you either. No one likes such a person, and that's why that person is always, I don't like this, I don't like that. So the power of a person lies in bearing things. How much you can bear, how much you can undergo without feeling it. Like you are, say, in the jungle, you are happy. If you are in a palace, you are happy. If you are with this color or that color, if you are with this race or that race, if you are with this kind of life or that kind of life, you can bear it. And that bearing power gives you the caliber to have Sahaja Yoga. It's not that this is shown, it's not that is being suffered. Don't have to say, I suffer being like this. No, you don't suffer. It's just by the way. For a person who wants all the comforts, a person who wants to live with all the luxuries, but not with any kind of defects or any deficiencies, is a beggar, I would say, in every sense of the word. I mean, best things to get rid of problems is not to have them. In the sense, now I don't drive, so I have no problem of driving. I never telephone, so I don't have problems of telephones. I don't go to the banks, so I don't have problems of the banks. The best is, I don't have any income, so I have no problem of income tax. Whatever bothers you, you just don't have it. Why do you want to have it? Have it and then bother about it. It's very funny that you can get rid of anything that bothers you very easily in this world, so you need not have that kind of a thing on your head. But when the word problem, especially in the European community, problem is a very common word. But in English language we never learned this word, problem. You see, only the problem was used when we were studying geometry. Geometrical problem, but we never knew there's a problem in life. Later on, when I came in contact with European community, they'll say, there's no problem. This is the problem. At least in one day, 100 times, they say problem word. So, for a problem, the solution is not to have that thing which gives you problem. You can give up anything. Anything that you want, you can give up if you know how to detach yourself from that. Many people come and tell me, Mother, we have an ego. That's the problem. I said, then give up. I mean, it's simple. Why do you have it? As if, you see, they want to say that we have trouble with this thing, but still we are clinging on to it. Like we are afraid of a crocodile, but we want to put our foot into the mouth of the crocodile. And we have a problem that our foot will be eaten up by the crocodile. Now give up. But they will search out a crocodile, open the mouth and put the foot in it. And then come to me and say, Mother, we have a problem. My foot is in the mouth of the crocodile. To get to problems, you have to get to it. But without getting to it, how will you get a problem? Say, for example, people have very silly, stupid problems. Now, the first problem somebody may have, oh, I have to get my clothes pressed. What's the need? No problem, wear them as they are. Who looks at it? You see, there are all the people who have pressed clothes. Doesn't matter what is there if it is not pressed. It's a problem for them. It's silly things like that. You see, very silly things. But the greatest problem I think you have is your watch. In Switzerland, I shouldn't say so. You see, the problem is like this, that now you have to go to the airport. Now, as soon as you tell somebody, we have to go to the airport. Now, I have to go. You don't have to. Everybody gets sort of a jumping, as if standing on a jumping board. You see all of them jumping like that. What's the matter? Mother, you have to go to the airport. So it's all right. I have to go. What's wrong with it? It's a problem. I said, what's the problem? I have to go. You just know that you don't have to go at all. You don't have to come to the airport. And the aeroplane, if it comes and doesn't take me, I'm not going to come back on your heads. So I'll stay in a hotel. Don't you worry. But why are you so excited about it? The way people are excited that I must catch the plane, sometimes I feel as if they want to get rid of me. So, this is a problem for people who are very meticulous. Now, supposing I say, I know that the plane won't leave me. I know, because I know many things. So I have no problems. But supposing, even if you think the plane you may not get. So it may not get. But if it gets you, all right. If it doesn't get you, it's all right. So where is the problem? Either it will take you, or it will not take you. What is in between? Where is the problem? I still don't understand. Either it will work out or it will not work out. Keep two possibilities. That's the only two possibilities. What is the third possibility that gives you the problem, you tell me? Say somebody owes me money, all right. So either he will give me or he may not give me. What is the problem? The problem is that you call it a problem and want to avoid to face the truth. If you face the truth, you will know one thing, that see, now this man has to give me money, all right, I'll go and face it. I'll tell him, sir, you have to give me the money. You have to pay me. This is your duty. And if you don't pay me, you are doing wrong. You get at him and face him and tell him. But you won't do that. You'll sit at home, oh God, it's a problem. I have to, you see, that man is not giving money. Oh God, that's a problem. Sitting here, hitting your head all the time. How will you get it? If you face it directly, then you'll be amazed. There's no problem for anything. Say your car fails. So it fails. Get down, enjoy yourself nicely till somebody comes along, takes you. Or if, supposing you don't get some lift, all right, stay there overnight. What is it? No tiger is going to eat you. And if the tiger has to eat you, it will eat. Where is the problem? Still I can't see. I can't see the problem. If tiger has to eat, that's already destined that the tiger has to eat. In any case, nobody dies. You'll be born again. If you look at it from that angle, then you'll be surprised. Most of the problems do not exist. They are like bubbles, created by our own thinking, the waves of our thinking. This is the problem, that is the problem. Like today they said there is no hall on such and such date, all right. Where are you having the hall? There. If there's no hall, let us have it in the open. So to make the best of it is the way Sri Rama shows you. Now, what is the way he has helped us? Let us see. Sri Rama, by his character, by his balance, his peace, and his mildness and his sweetness, has shown us how a king should be a benevolent king, and at the same time a very loving husband and a loving father and a person in dharma. But apart from that, he went down to Maharashtra. He arranged all these things so that he could walk down to Maharashtra bare feet to vibrate the land. Because Sahajogis will be going one day to Maharashtra, and the Maharashtra has to be a vibrated land. In Ayodhya, he never took out his shoes because he was the king there. But when he went, and Sri Sita, both of them, when they went to Maharashtra, they took out their shoes to vibrate it. On his way, he saw a big stone, which was nothing but a lady, cursed to be a stone, Ahilya, and he made her, just by touch, she again came back to life. Like that, one after another, he was just, by the way, as if was doing, but that was the purpose of his life, to go there. And that has helped. A very great achievement within ourselves is the Sri Rama. Sri Rama stands for the pranavayu, is for the vital air that we drink, that we take in, for the vital air. And that vital air, when it gets heated up, we have to know that we are not anymore with Sri Rama. It has to be the cool air, should blow through your nose and your mouth. I don't know about you people, it happens with me all the time. When you are angry, the nostrils go up, swell up, and the hot air, the hot words and everything hot, the heated eyes and everything goes up like that, curled up, and you become ferocious Ravana because you have forgotten the beauty of the nature of Sri Rama. What has he done to our centered heart is the greatest thing, that he has given you a fatherhood within yourself. Because Sri Rama represents the fatherhood. Now what sort of a father you are, you have to decide. Those people who are not good fathers develop problems of the right heart. Also, those people who are not good husbands also develop the right heart. This right heart is so important because, especially in the West, where the climate is so funny, you have to keep inside your rooms and closed all the time, that you get all dried up inside. At that time, if you don't have that sweetness, that warmth, that kindness of Sri Rama, you get the trouble of asthma. So many people die of asthma in the West. On top of that, you fight with your wives, you treat them, you take away their money, you cheat them in their money, and every way you torture them, then it becomes even worse. So it has something to do with money, in the sense because Sita ji was Sri Lakshmi, and Sita ji was the one who was the power of Sri Rama. So the Sri Lakshmi also gets annoyed with you when you are a bad father or a bad husband. That's why the Griha Lakshmi is very important. But the woman has to be the Griha Lakshmi. She should not be a shrew and then the husband is supposed to be kind to her. Then it's spoiling. That's very bad. The woman has to be a Griha Lakshmi, a beautiful woman with a very sweet nature and talking to her husband in a very sankoch manner, and also looking after the children, looking after the family, and looking after the guests who come to their house. But if you encourage and run after such women who are no good, means collectively they should be good. If collectively they do not act well, collectively if they are aggressive, collectively if they are tormenting others, then such women should not be encouraged at all. But then Tulsidas says they should be beaten up. Is a thing looks very bad in modern times if somebody says like that, that women should be beaten up in case they have all such qualities which disqualify them from being Griha Lakshmis. Of course, there's no need to beat. But I mean to say that what is it that you have to drive out all these badhas from your women. Very important. Otherwise, if you fall in this activity of keeping your wives on right lines, you might also get a right heart and asthma ultimately. Because your wife and you are part of the society. And the society has certain laws which are very important. There's something like Stri Dharma, there's something like Pati Dharma, there's something like Mata Dharma, Pita Dharma. Everything has a dharma. Those men who torture their wives have very bad heart. In the same way, those who play into the hands of their wives also have a very bad right heart. You have to be in the balance. You are the husband and she's your wife, and both are responsible for keeping a very good family relationship. It's not one-sided. It's not the husband only or the wife, but both of them to be in such a manner that they act according to their nature of woman and man and respect each other, love each other, share everything with each other, and exist in a way that people should see that there are two wheels of a chariot, one on the left, one on the right. There's no imbalance. They are equal but not similar, as I have told many times. Now in the case of Sri Rama, he left his wife. When it came to Sita, she left him too. But she left him as a woman would leave, and he left her as a man would leave. She also left him. But in a way that is suitable for a woman to do. And he did it in a way that is suitable to a king. In the same way, a woman, when she acts, she has to act like a woman. The same thing she may do as the man does, but she has to be a woman, or a man has to be a man. So that's the Maryada Purushottama, is the one who is the highest among all the men, with his all the Maryadas, all the boundaries that he observes. The boundaries are such that you do not try to overpower others, or you do not try to take their seats. For example, I've seen those who are aggressive also show up in our programs. They will be the first before me. They will be, as soon as I open the gates, they'll be somewhere there standing. They will be the first in everything. That's not being Maryada. You should be at the back end. Should be, there are leaders you have got, they can sit in front. Try to be on the back. I want to be first. Then I've said once, first of the first. You know the story of first of the first. So you become first of the first. And that's what happens to you when you try to show off. And I know all of them who are like that. To be in the background is the most respectable thing to do. To go forward first, to jump forward first, to stand near the door if mother is coming, you see. As soon as I see the person, I said, oh, back again. There are some who do artis just because to show off, some throw flowers to show off. They must be the first. And somehow or other, they get also the position because of their assertions and askings. The leaders have to be careful and not to give such duties to people who really upset me very much because of their arrogance, because of their showing off. I have to say one thing today, that under the circumstances, we have to decide that if the leaders don't have wives who are humble, who are kind, who are compassionate, and who are Grahalakshmis, who are very sweet with the collective, we'll have to cancel the husband as well as the wife from the leadership. We cannot have leaders who have wives who are horrid. We cannot. Because the wife of a leader is like a mother. There are 5 types of mothers described. One of them is the one who is the wife of the guru or of the leader. And if the leader has a wife of that kind, it's better in all sense he should withdraw. Improve his wife, do whatever is possible. Till she's all right, he should not be the leader. It's a very important thing, because I have seen such women bring down the men, not only that, but bring down the Sajoga, Sajogis, and the whole organization of God. So one has to be careful, and the women have to understand that if they are the wives of the leaders, they have to be extremely good, kind, generous, sharing, looking after, absolutely motherly, and should not tolerate nonsense and should correct when people are doing wrong. They should not report anyone to their husbands, should not take over themselves the responsibility of doing things which they are not supposed to do. If they are not of that level, they are of no use to people, and they have no business to be proud of being the wives of the leaders. From Sri Rama's life, we learn a lot, and from Sitaji's life also. Both of them have done so much for us, bring forth such a great life. All their lives they suffered and suffered and suffered. They lived in the villages, they lived in the forest. While they were the king and the queen, they had never known what is discomfort. They traveled all the way bare feet. They went through all kinds of tortures of life. Sita was taken away by Ravana, who was a horrid man. She had to live with a Rakshasa, can you imagine? She lived with a Rakshasa, and there she showed her greatness. The characters of different nature, like Sita and Sri Rama, they were showing the complementary attributes that they had, very complementary. And if that is so, then the husband-wife's relations are beautiful in Sahaja Yoga. That's the way it should be. I find some people are very nice. Some leaders are extremely nice, but wives can be very hard, can be very stiff, or could be very mischievous, could be troublesome, selfish. You cannot grow in Sahaja Yoga with these qualities. It's such a luck and chance that your husband is the leader, is the highest man in your nation, in Sahaja Yoga, and where you have to be up to his ability, capability, and his name. Otherwise, you have no authority. That's why I have to tell you that on this day of the Sera, let us decide that we are going to have Ram Raj in Sahaja Yoga, where there is benevolence, there is love, compassion, security, peace, joy, discipline among ourselves. The whole disciplining is within ourselves. What I say about Sri Rama is that he himself has put himself into the discipline of Maryadas. In the same way, we ourselves should put ourselves into the discipline of Maryadas. It is a very great thing that it should happen in Switzerland, because Switzerland needs it the most. The blessings of Sri Ram. The way it is going on in this country, this very selfish, non-benevolent activities going on, ruining all the poorer nations by this kind of a selfish attitude, a very narrow attitude, very low-level attitude towards the money of these poorer nations. Is important, very important for us today to pray for the emancipation of the hearts of those people who are just butchering. In these modern times, you don't have wars. But financially, they are butchering people. They are killing them by depriving them of their own money and their own benevolence. So, if Ram Rajya has to come, then Rama is to be born in the hearts of people who are at the helm of affairs. And that's how we have to pray to Sri Ram that be kind and compassionate so that you could be born into the hearts of these people. May God bless you.
Silent meditation. हे सहस्त्रार स्वामिनी, निर्मल माँ, संसार में राम राज्य स्थापित हो, इसके लिए आपने अपनी सेना में हमें सैनिक चुना है। माँ, हमारी पूर्ण सुरक्षा कीजिए और आशीर्वादित कीजिए कि हम अपना पात्र ठीक से निभा सकें। हे सहस्रार स्वामिनी, निर्मल माँ, you have chosen us in the army in this fight against evil to establish Rama Rajya. Please, Mother, protect us always and bless us so that we play our role in this army properly, in the correct way. Thank you, Shrimata ji. आपके चरणों में शतकोटि नमन है माँ, आपको सहस्त्र कोटि धन्यवाद है। हम सब श्रीमाता जी के चरणों में नमन करेंगे। We all will bow down at her divine lotus feet and thank her profusely for giving us this beautiful state and showering her love and vibrations on us. Let us join our hands. दोनों हाथ जोड़कर माँ के चरणों में नमन करेंगे और फिर कुंडलिनी उठाकर बंधन लेंगे। जय श्री माता जी, सबको निर्मल रात्रि। जय श्री माता जी। जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता जी। निर्मल रात्रि।
जय श्री माता जी। निर्मल रात्रि सभी को।
जय श्री माता जी। निर्मल रात्रि टू ऑल।
जय श्री माता जी। निर्मल
जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता जी।
Jai Shri Mataji, thank you so much.
जय श्री माता जी।